bop. Scoot, scoot. Am I alive? Hello? Doing my little dance till someone says I'm alive. Hey, Freckle. I meant Feral, but then I also said my name. It's me, Freckles. And look. Look, we have a friend. Tinky Marty. Look, we have a friend. I will not lie. I have cheese. Yeah, see? He knows. We've been being bribed to hang out on the pillow. So that's going well. You ate it already? Also, the door is shut. So basically, we have him captive. That's how this is going. He thinks there might be more cheese, so we're gonna... There is more cheese, but you don't get it all right now. I know as much as you want it. Can you lay down? There's no cheese left. Well, there is, but not for you right now. If you don't sit on your pillow, they won't be able to see you, and therefore the kitty cam doesn't make sense. So lay back down. Yeah, I see the butt lowering. You can do it. You've got this. And lay down. You lay down? Dogs are much more obedient, but it's okay. Hey, chat. Hope you're all doing well on this TGIFF. I've been having an okay day, which is good. I've been having a streak of not great days, but today was an okay day. Let me tell you about my day. Let me grab my water. I'm a little... Hey there, half-aches. Welcome to chat and to the Void. Welcome to this here stream, the Voided Mod Streams. If you're not a bot, you can chat in about 10 minutes. We have follower chat on 10-minute time, just because we don't want to get hate rated. So, rewind. Hey, Sauce Boy! Not a hoss, not a bot. Fingers crossed. So okay day. Yes, so today, Fridays is usually the day that my mom has the day off, so we hang out. It's like a mother-daughter day, and we did that again. And we got to go to my favorite little diner that I actually have not eaten inside of since before the pandemic. So it's been well over a year, if not like almost 2. It'll be coming up on 2 years anyway, it's like a year and a half. And I got pancakes, and this is the place I love to have pancakes and sausage at, and I got to have their pancakes, and it was really nice, and I've missed it. And I was a little sad because they had pumpkin whoopie pies, but they ran out. Like, the person before me got the last one. But it's fine. I got my pancakes. I was happy. And then I also got complimented on my beautiful Brunch Destroyer t-shirt. That for some reason people either love it or get very confused by it. It's just the most ridiculous shirt ever. I got it because it doesn't make sense. And everyone always asks me, what does it mean? And it's like, it has no meaning. It just says Brunch Destroyer and there's a cat on it. Like, do you need more meaning than that? Hi, Dandy. But yeah, two of the waitresses at the diner complimented me on my shirt, which felt very apropos because I was basically there for brunch. So, and then I came home and I did a little bit of redecorating. You can kind of see in the back. and I bought this shelf thing that my little pops are on. Hey, Darkacarp! And I also got a couple of other things that I need to put up, which I haven't yet. And another part of my productive day is I finally sat down and because Skulls showed me how to do the Streamlabs app, or not Stream, the Elgato Stream Deck app. Yes, you want to see, Harry? So now I have that on my phone, and I'll be able to show you some interesting. I can switch to my game scene, which I will do. I also added a clip option, so I can start making clips. Hey, Chair! Because I've been doing a lot of using clips on the TikTok. If you guys haven't seen my tweets, been doing TikTok. We have a link to that as a command. I should make... I wonder if I can stream deck commands. I bet I can. But yeah, it's super easy to just take pre-made clips, and I have this website, which I will tell you what it is. It's called CrossClip. Chair, I will get to that in 1 second. I actually have something to say about that. But yeah, CrossClip. CrossClip. So if you are a streamer, or if you are doing stuff that you also want to take your other content and put it on TikTok, it's really great. It's really awesome. Hey, I'm not done. Chair, you wait. Patience. You just put in the URL for that clip or whatever. It downloads it, and then it edits. You can takes a what's the word I want to use? Like a section of the video, and you can actually move it around as you want. It will even give you the option to add in your webcam footage that's in the clip and stuff, and it's just really easy. No, don't leave. Hey, look. Harry. Come on. Remember? We're gonna stay. You're my show pony today. You're gonna stay and you're gonna eat your cheese. So yeah, that's been cool. Been doing the TikToks. I've also been editing ones like the Debbie one. I edited all on my own. And yeah, and to go to Chair's point, the YouTube. So I'm taking over the uploading of the YouTube schedule, because it was Skulls doing that. Skulls is still taking them from Twitch and putting them in the back end, and then I just fill in all the information and push it out. We have a bit of a backlog going. Yesterday, if you follow our YouTube, you will see that a bunch of videos got uploaded at one time. Another chunk will probably be going up after my stream. And then I'm just pushing those out in chunks until next Tuesday. We should be back to a regular schedule. So, Chair, I am on top of things. Things are fine. See? Yeah, see, Marty can back me up. Sir, your cheese. Sir, don't abandon your cheese. We made a deal. I'm going to feed you cheese if you stay on your pillow. Remember, we talked about this. This is your allowance to be good. Can you sit? Can you sit? Good boy. We have worked on sit before. We don't know lay down, though. And yes, this is awful American plastic cheese. But it's all the cheese that we had in the drawer. Usually, I think this is technically my sister's cheese. But he'll eat it. He doesn't care. He caught a mouse yesterday. You want to tell him your big adventure? You caught a mouse. It was very shocking. I went into my bathroom and he was there with a mouse. All right. That's my cat's favorite kind of cheese. Hell yeah. Marty, not craft singles. These are actually Velveeta, but very similar to a craft single. My kitty's vice is saltine crackers. Oh, that's hilarious. That is cheese product. It is, Dandy. It is great for grilled cheese. So many people will fight me about that it's not. It's the perfect cheese to make a grilled cheese to have for tomato soup. I will fight anyone who disagrees. You can have your fancy grilled cheeses. I fucking love a fancy grilled cheese. I will take some delicious Havarti, get some dates, preferably not pitted. You don't want to have a pit surprise when you're eating your grilled cheese. Put the dates in with the Havarti. Make it like, you go bread, Havarti, dates, Havarti, bread. You do a little butter on the outside of that bread. I like a sourdough. A sourdough's a good bread for that. You slap that on a hot pan, and then you put, here's the key. You listening? You better listen. You put the cover of the pan. Harry is also listening and smelling my fingers. You put the cover of the pan over the pan. That way the heat will get in there. It covers the sandwich, and that cheese will melt. Ooh, that cheese melts, and then you flip it, put a little cover on it again. Everything gets nice and crispy and melty, and beautiful sandwich. You're welcome. Hey, Fister! All right, Harry, are we ready? I'm going to try the thing. So I have a button that will supposedly switch me to my game screen. I'm going to hit it. We're going to see if it happens. Chat, did it do it? I see it on my slobs. And I don't know. Oh. You okay? You getting mad? Your tail's going. Is it because I don't have more cheese for you? Hey, it did do it. Hey, wolves! Surprise! Another piece of cheese. Wolves, I hope you're okay with a cat. Please don't chase my cat. I don't want 1,923 wolves chasing my cat. Okay, could you... You're getting super impatient for this cheese, mister. I might have to go back on this deal we made. I promise not to chase the cat, thank you. I'm turning the volume down. If I turned it too far down, let me know. I can fix it and then change it on my end so that it just turns down for me. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna play now, Harry. Is that okay? You won't have any more cheese for a while. Is that okay? Look, I gave you your favorite cushion and everything. Chad, I do apologize if he gets super comfortable and starts kneading. He might start humping the pillow. So if you see that... Oh, I actually have something for that. Hold on. I forgot I did this. So if things get indecent, I can just go boop and it's gone. Hey, mo boy. Also, Dandy, I see that you got into Boyfriend Dungeon. That's exciting. All right. Finished Legendary again yesterday. Started Dragon Age 3 again. Ooh. Okay.
User alert.
Right.
Reactor shut down
we were
in accordance
here
with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart
so
required.
For those that missed last stream, we are on the hunt for Liara's mother. This lady right here, her mom. And we are on, is it Valerian route. We're on the planet that we need to be on, and the base is shut down, and something has taken over the base. We don't quite know. We see these little scorpion guys that we're killing. Liara's MILF So yeah, we're off to try to, sir.
User alert.
Okay.
Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment
I
procedures.
know you're real angry
Manual
because you
restart
just
required.
want the cheese. All right.
User alert.
All right.
Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Yeah. Okay. I get it. You're gonna be super constipated. Hold on. Patience is not your strong suit. I get that. Have your cheese chunk. Novaria. Thank you, wolves. There was a V in there somewhere. The last thing we did, and I have cheese, like grease on my fingers. The last thing we did was talk to the AI. Look, there's more there. Who we went down in the thing, and she was like, yeah, shit got shut
User
off.
alert.
You need to do these two things to turn everything back on.
Procedures.
So that's what we're gonna do.
Required.
We gotta manually restart everything.
User
How's your
alert.
cheese, buddy?
Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
We have to take the tram to the place where the matriarch is. Oh! That wasn't the activate button. That was the grenade button. And I don't know what's gonna happen if I... That's what happened.
Area secure.
Thank you, Garrus. The area is secure. You're right, buddy. I think I'm going backwards.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency
Am I going
containment
backwards?
procedures.
Yeah, I'm going backwards.
Manual
Okay.
restart required.
Remember how when I played Resident Evil and I got, like,
User
confused
alert.
by the manner
Landline
about 1,000
connections
times?
are
Oh!
disabled.
Thank
Passenger
you,
trams
sister.
are offline.
Look, okay, no more cheese. It's all gone. Look, see? It's all gone. Empty packages. Okay? Now do what you want. I shut the door, so you're stuck in here at least for a couple hours, unless you can shimmy it open. If you stay, I'm not going to give you more cheese because that's far too much cheese for you, but I will try to find...
User alert.
Okay, bye. Never
Main
mind.
Reactor shut down.
You're not
in
gonna know what I
accordance
was
with
gonna offer
emergency
you now.
containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Okay, can't go there. That's where I needed to go. Now eat her fingers. He did try to nibble on them earlier. He thought I had cheese on them. And he doesn't understand how to lick a finger. He just knows chomp.
Now entering.
Legendary does look so much nicer.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency
I don't know, Mo. I could
containment
maybe get away with
procedures.
an elbow.
Manual restart required.
We've made it to peak 15. Isn't that what this is? God, I am the worst. Oh no, peak 15 is where we're headed to. Right? We're in the base where we have to reconnect everything to take the tram to see Benezia. I know things on like a large scale, minor, like little
User
details.
alert. Main reactor shut
They
down
stay with
in
me enough
accordance
to
with
get things
emergency
done, and
containment
then
procedures.
that's about it.
Manual restart required.
Once I'm done with something, I just... It's like it never happened.
User alert.
Oh! Hey, buddy! Ah! Woo! Haha! Oh! His leg is the only thing left. Alright. That ceiling sucked him up and just left a leg. Oh, that also left a leg. Well, then never mind. I wasted my single grenade on the elevator.
Reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
Guys,
Manual restart required.
he's okay. Oh, hey, buddy. You know, we could have spread out a little. I know I can control what you do, but... It would have been nice if you had decided to choose to spread out by yourselves and I didn't have to deal with that. Ow! Oh no! Ow! It hurts so good! Oh, Garrus is dead. Oh, and I'm crouching. Oh, I'm crab walking. Can I stand? Thank you. Hey, buddy, you take a little nap? You feel better?
Reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
I'm in...
Manual restart required.
I'm in Fortnite brain. Oh, I could have exploded that.
User
That would have been
alert.
handy. Stop
Landline
crouching! I'll cut your fuel line, BB. Okay. Okay, gunfire's a bit loud. Have a good sleep, chair. Okay, I turned it down. And I will turn myself up a little. So let me know how that evens out. And don't worry, you didn't miss much. I was just talking about how my team should have spread out and they let me down, and then Garrus took a nap. Are we good, guys? Cool. Anyone else excited for... You know, Dandy, the animal...
Landline connections are
Oh my god.
Passenger trams are offline.
Lady. Gonna need you to shut up.
How may I assist you?
What are the landlines and why are they disabled?
Dandy, that might actually, the Brewster thing might actually get me back into Animal Crossing. I absolutely stopped playing a while ago. So yeah, that might get me restarted on it. I'm very excited. I actually have, too far away, but I have a little Brewster plushie. Okay, so I'll turn the cat cam off for now. How do I fix?
Reconnect the landlines?
Harry,
The landlines
come here.
are designed for easy
Come
reconnection.
hang out. Come on.
The router for the landlines is on the roof of operations. Simply activate the controls and the hardware will reconnect and reboot automatically.
Just hit the button.
Tell me what happened here.
No,
I'm sorry,
Okay.
but I need a more specific
we already did
query.
that. But also, Mira,
all
can
I
I
need
just
right now.
shut you the fuck up?
Very well,
You don't have to keep
Commander.
repeating
Logging
yourself
out.
over the loudspeaker. We fucking get it. No, no. That's, no. Why are you sniffing my foot? Come on. Come on. Come hang out. You will hang out when no one is watching. And you'll sit on my leg and be adorable. You'll watch me play Fortnite. But you won't just sit here for the cat cam.
User alert.
And that hurts
Landline
my
connections
feelings.
are disabled.
Harry, my
Passenger
feelings are hurt.
trams are offline.
And I'm sitting here having a conversation with you talking about this. So you need to address the fact that you are hurting my feelings right now. You aren't even looking at me. Sir? Sir. Ugh. You know, he won't even apologize. He won't change. What a cat. Come on. He's so angry right now. He's like, I will not do something that I don't want to do. Which, honestly, we could all live a little bit more like that.
User alert. Landline
Oh.
connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
I hear creepy men's, and they're not really even men's. They're little freaky is this? Everyone stop. Let me look at the map like I'm supposed to. I'm gonna start making a, not even a bingo card, I should just like I should just have some sort of a punishment for every time I backtrack in a game. Because it's far too often. Okay, that's...
User alert.
Okay.
Landline connections are
Also, my hands are doing that thing again where I'm holding the baby gun.
Offline.
I think I need to go this way. I don't know, chat. Think of a punishment I could do that you would like to see. For games that I play. Damn, that butt crack girl. Where I am like I start backtracking and getting lost on the map. Hey, look, I did it right. Can I? Thank you. Ugh! Whoop! Garrus, get up off the floor! And I changed my gun for some reason. And I'm crouching again. God damn it! In the middle of a battle, you ever... What? Liara? Ma'am?
Command.
This is not the
Nice
time
one.
for your gymnastics. Thanks, Spencer. In the middle of a gunfight, you ever just whip out the wrong gun, crouch, and then crab walk your way into death? It really puts your enemies in an uneasy state. They'll never recover from that. I'll wait to do this again. God damn it. Tell me what this thing's.
What are the landlines?
Hey,
and why are they
Jeff!
disabled?
The landlines connect my mainframes here at Central Station to the various sub-facilities of Peak 15. This allows the crew to remotely access my databases from the comfort and security of their labs. When
Harry!
emergency protocols were implemented within the hot labs,
Hi.
the cabling was automatically ejected.
Hello. How do I
How
fix?
do I reconnect the landlines?
The landlines are
Whip out the
designed
wrong
for
gun,
easy
yes, followed by
reconnection.
dying. Always.
The router for the landlines is on the roof of operations.
Alright, thank you,
Simply
got that.
activate the
We've done this
controls and the
before.
hardware will reconnect and reboot automatically.
That's all I need right now.
Thank you,
Very
spooky-eyed
well,
lady.
Commander. Logging you out.
Alright. Back in the wait, can I... Let's save. I'm very upset at how unclean my save files are. I usually only like to have 2. I don't know why. Two save files is my comfort zone for some reason. Hi. Are you gonna... Can you just hang out? Can you just settle? Please? I'll feed you pork or something. I don't even know if we have pork,
User
but I'll
alert.
find pork and give
Landline
it to you.
connections are disabled.
You can't
Passenger
have
trams
fish.
are
You have a
offline.
sensitive system, and you can't... Are you gonna... Good boy! Good boy! Alright. Ah, Fista got beamed! Alright, save again. You're a very handsome boy. Maybe... Oh, chat. I really wish I could show you his Halloween costume that I bought him recently. There will be photos. And he's going to look so handsome. And he is going to
User alert. Landline connections are disabled.
love the entire
Passenger
thing, I
trams
swear.
are offline.
Okay, so that's... I'm trying to remember my... Don't... Okay, that's crouch, not run. That's hustle. That's melee. Okay. Hey, Jericho! Look at the babies on the ground! Ow! Ow, the baby's hurt! Oh my... Guys, really? You're napping now? I just crouched again. Son of a bitch. Okay. I got this. It's fine. It's fine. My teammates are sleeping on the job. I have to do everything. Oh, hey. Okay. I remember I saved. I thought I was smart.
User alert.
Also remember...
Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Remember when last stream I was looking at my difficulty level and I was like, I should maybe up my difficulty level. What was I thinking? Oh, I did up my difficulty level. That's why things hurt a little more. Okay.
Passenger trams are offline.
All right. This is fine. No, see, this is what we want. We want difficulty. We want to suffer. I don't want to just wham bam thank you ma'am through the entire game. All right, everybody. Spread out. Can I crouch behind? No. Up. Up. Jericho, the best thing about the Void is that we love each and every Voidling.
User alert.
And
Landline
we will share
connections
that
are
love.
disabled.
You cannot enter the Void without being bombarded with love.
Landline connections are
It's the best part of the Void.
Passenger trams are offline.
You are loved and welcomed, each and every one of you. And like I always have said, since the beginning... Whoa, yeah! Hey, sugar! I've said this pre-Void days, and I stick with it now. Even if you wander away for a while, a month, 2 months, a year, a couple years, and you come back, you've always been here. We will never treat anybody, you know, no one will ever be treated badly if you leave for a while and come back. You won't be treated like a stranger. It'll be like you just
User
left the
alert.
other day.
Landline
Because we love
connections
you.
are disabled.
And we understand that people
Passenger
come and
trams
go.
are offline.
And this is always your home. And that's the best part of the Void. We're always your home. We're always your family. We're always here for you. We love you. All right. Moving on. This time I'm not gonna die. Just kidding. I am. I already crouched. I know this is gonna go so well. Hey. Garrus again, taking a nap. I'm crouching again. Whee! Harry is leaving for some reason.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled.
Woo!
Trams are offline.
Don't mind me, just making a train of Rachni. Whee! Oh, he scuttles so fast. Oh, he scuttle. All right. Am I done? Did I get him? Are you guys gonna wake up? Thank you. Garrus
Commander,
love a good nap.
nice work out there.
Thanks, Jeff. Begin manual override. The void is infinite, and therefore, even if you were gone for a while, because it is infinite, it's technically like you never left. Oh, I love that. Jericho, that's cute. Anyone ever play Tetris Attack on the SNES? I can't say that I have. I'm gonna go with a no for
User
me.
alert. Online. How may I assist you?
What?
What are the landlines and why are they disabled?
The landlines
Okay,
connect my mainframe
we already talked about
Central
this.
Station to the various sub-facilities of Peak 15. This allows the crew to remotely access
Teammates
my
suffer from
databases from the
narcolepsy.
comfort and security of their labs. When emergency protocols
I'm
were implemented
pretty sure,
within the hot
like, I don't
labs,
know if
the
it was called
cabling was
Tetris Attack or
automatically
just
ejected.
OG Tetris or whatever, like the very first Tetris for the very first classic Game Boy. That chunky red Game Boy with no light on the screen. I got one of those, and my very first game with it was Tetris, and then I also got Jeopardy. Those were the two games that I got on my birthday, when I got that.
How do I reconnect the landlines?
The landlines are designed for easy reconnection. The router for the landlines is on the roof of operations.
So knowing basically nothing about Mass Effect besides the characters can perma-die, how does permadeath work? And Farrell answered you. Yeah, it's certain situations, and it will affect your continuing gameplay in the next games.
That's all I need right now.
Usually, if you
Commander.
save your character.
Logging you out.
Oh, I see a little thing.
User alert. Landline connections are disabled.
I don't know if you know this, but
Passenger
landline connections are disabled. Wasn't sure if y'all were aware.
Connections restored. Processing new data.
Ooh, hot
User
labs.
alert. Unable to connect to hot lab
Oh.
facilities.
It's me, the
What's
hot
this about
lab.
loose contaminants?
Dangerous biological agents are present in the tramway decontamination chamber.
Shepard, what do you think we've been
The
fighting,
tram
baby?
station has been sealed in the interest of crew safety. Activation of the fail-safe plasma
Do you think
jets
that those
is
things were just
recommended
crawling
prior to
around?
access.
Activate the purge.
How do I activate the fail?
We're entering the purge.
Controls for the fail-safe systems are located in the security checkpoint outside decontamination. User alert. The fail-safe system is currently inoperable.
How do I start the purge?
What would it take to get the decon fail-safes operating again?
All right,
There is
chat.
a hardware fault in
For
the
those
control
of you
system. This
that
can be repaired
know of the
on-site
purge,
using a
like the
standard
purge
Omni
movies,
tool.
the universe of the purge, etc. If you, like me, you have thought of situations that you would do within the purge universe, like what would be your purge activity? And I want to know. You put that in chat right now. My nose is starting to run. Because I want to know. Because my thing would obviously be robbery. Just money. I want the money. I'd have to figure it out somehow, because you know that places that can be robbed would, like, be prepared for that, and they'd get all their money out for that night. But I'd heist. I'd do a fucking spectacular Ocean's 11 style heist. And I would not get caught. Saying it now, would not get caught, and you can't be charged. And I want to know too, like, so, oh, Harry's leaving. The door just opened by itself. I told you he's a magic cat, so I'll turn that off for now. Cat cam off. But yeah, I want to know too, like, how does that, like, so if you have all of that money and the purge then ends, could you then be, like, charged with having that money? Or is it, like, blank slate for the rest of your life? That money is yours. Finders keepers. Nothing that can be traced back the next day. Exactly, Farrell. Gotta work that into the plan. Marty would seclude themselves. Lady Fister burn my house down. Also same. Bring it to a bank. Yeah. Jericho, you and I would be on the same heist team. Shepard thinks those are the former lab workers. I mean, they have a lot of hands.
Unlock the decontamination chamber.
Yeah,
User
do it.
alert.
Just do it.
Contaminants are present
Oh.
within the decontamination chambers. Passage is not recommended.
How do I get rid of them?
How do I get rid of the contaminants?
Oh, is this where
The
we're
chamber
looped back?
is equipped with a fail-safe system which vents a 5,000 degree Kelvin plasma plasma.
vigilante
This
and
is
start protecting people
sufficient
from
to
being
sterilize
killed
any
by
potential
tasing people.
contagion.
That also works.
Unfortunately,
Dandy would
the
hide and read a
fail-safe
book.
system is disabled at this time.
I don't
Override.
have time for this. Override and open the doors.
Very well, Commander.
Oh!
Releasing safeties. Proceed at your discretion.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you
Did I
out.
just do something that I didn't want to do? Jeff, the question is, what would you do on a purge night? If you've thought about it. Is that... I'm going back. Okay. Because I've never done that talk option
Connections
before, and I'm a
restored.
little afraid that I did something bad.
Processing new data. User alert. Unable to connect to hot lab facilities.
What's this about loose contaminants?
Dangerous biological agents.
I'm gonna pay
are
attention
present
this
in
time.
the tramway decontamination
This is
chamber.
what happens. I get on a one
The
track,
tram
the
station has
game's
been
going.
sealed in the
I'm
interest
not
of
paying
crew
attention. I just
safety.
hit buttons.
Activation of the fail-safe plasma jets is recommended.
I mean,
prior
too
to
cowardly to do
access.
anything because as much as I want to think of myself as an agent of chaos, I'm too afraid of the law for that. I'm afraid of other people.
How do I activate the failsafe system?
That would be part of my
Controls
problem.
for the fail-safe systems are located in the security checkpoint outside decontamination. User alert. The fail-safe
Dandy would
system is
apologize for
currently
every
inoperable.
crime. How do I
What
fix?
would it take to get the decon failsafes operating again?
There is a hardware fault in the control system. This can be repaired on-site using a standard Omni tool.
Unlock the decontamination chamber.
User alert. Contaminants are present within the decontamination chambers. Passage is not recommended.
If
How
you
do I get
steal
rid
the
of the
money on a
contaminants?
purge night, that won't
The
stop the bank
chamber
from
is
trying to get it
equipped
back
with
the
a
next day, or any
fail-safe
account holders who
system
really
which
want their money,
vents
so
a
expect
5,000
hitmen and kill
degree
squads.
Kelvin
It's true.
plasma.
Like
This
Farrell
is
said, you'd have to get
sufficient
something
sterilize
untraceable.
Any potential contagion. Unfortunately, the fail-safe system is disabled.
I am
at
the
this
opposite
time.
of a bad bitch.
What's the problem?
There is a hardware fault in the
Mo has
control
never seen The
system.
Purge.
This can be
Based
repaired
on what Mo
on-site
knows,
using a
they would open an
standard
ID,
Omni tool.
get a fake ID, open a bank account, hack and siphon a reasonable amount from the 1%, withdraw the money. Easy. Love that idea. I just saw a video on Twitter and I don't want to describe it, so where would the best place to link on the Discord? If it's something that's 18 plus, as long as it's not like hardcore pornography, a little bit of scandal is fine, but no like blatant nudity. Do not link the Anka video. Put it in lounge. If it's fine for anyone to view, minor or otherwise, you can put it in the in commons. Put it in commons, or even just put it in the I don't know if you're in the stars chat. The what now? The main chat. Main chat channel. Oh. Jericho just is nothing. We'll talk about it later.
Unlock the decontamination.
User alert. Contaminants are present within the decontamination chambers. Passage is not recommended.
Yes, Animal Crossing, yes. You're on the right track. You are on the right track. Just follow that lead. Pull that thread.
How do I get rid of the contaminants?
Pew pew.
The chamber is equipped with a fail-safe system which vents a 5,000 degree Kelvin plasma. This is sufficient to sterilize any potential
Or that.
contagion.
You don't have to pew pew.
Unfortunately,
No one
the
has posted it
fail-safe
because
system
it's
is
not-
disabled at this time.
It's not appropriate for the Discord. Let's just say that.
What's the problem?
There is a hardware fault in the control system. This can be repaired on-site using a standard
All right.
Omni tool.
Sounds good.
That's all I need right now.
We'll do that.
Very well, Commander.
Bye,
Logging
Mira.
out.
I almost crouched again. It is extremely NSFW. Well, I mean, yes. It is extremely NSFW. There's no gore, there's no death, but, you know, it's the other thing. With the with the penises and the vaginas. I don't know if you can hear me. If you can hear me whisper like this. It's rhythmic! What's funny, Freckles, that a couple days before you mentioned it, that video a friend of mine was telling me about some furry shit that went down, and I had no clue what he was talking about, then you mentioned it. Oh, I love that. Honestly, the animation is so good. And what got me was that I was on TikTok and everyone kept making videos with this one specific sound. It was the music in that video. And they were like, if you know, you know. And I was like, I want to know. I want to know. And now I know. I done did find out. Jericho. We've all seen it. It's fine. Well, except for Marty.
The door could be...
The door could be what? Liara, the door could be what? Finish your sentence. Hi, buddies.
Online, connected to subsidiary facilities.
Yes, comments for the video that you want to post. Okay, we've already talked about this.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Oh, I was stepping on this man.
Control room, loosen them. They're in... Can't escape. The tunnels now. We're sorry. The leads couldn't get to the struck. Out while you can.
He killed himself because he was part of whatever happened here.
He must have thought there was no hope of survival.
Oh.
By killing himself would be easier.
If only he knew that I would be right here. Poor man. Yeah, Sugar, it's very tame in compared to a lot of other 34, Rule 34 art that's out there. That is for sure. A junk bin. Oh, my skill's too low. I mean, I could, but I could get the XP, you know.
Online, connected to subsidiary facilities.
Is it Freckles? It is pretty tame. Hey, Hawkins. Enjoy play through all the games again. Fond memories and all that. Did hate that I did not know you could now run in M1. Yeah, until it's about halfway through. That sucks, Hawkins. It reminds me of all the people that played the new Switch Legend of Zelda game that were like, that just like ran off and did stuff and didn't actually do tutorial missions until towards the end and being like, wait, I could do that?
What's this about loose contaminants?
And welcome to chat, Hawkins. I hope it's okay if I call you Hawkins. I can call you Zabata. If that's what you prefer, let me know.
Has been sealed in the interest of crew safety. Activation of the fail-safe plasma jets is recommended prior to access.
Override. Open the doors now.
Oh, that's what that did.
Very well, Commander.
Okay.
Releasing safeties. Proceed at your discretion.
That's all I need right now.
Oh, okay,
Very
okay,
well,
okay.
Commander.
I get what... Okay. Hi, guys. What's up? Ow! Okay, come on. There we go. It's fine, it's fine. My gun just needed... Oh! Hey, buddy. What you doing over there? Trying to play some computer games? Surprise! Who put him there? Put that man over there.
Here it comes.
Oops! That's not reload. These... Garrus, are you sleeping again? Ow. What? What? It says I got hit by a... Is he, like... Oh my god, he's glitched in the floor. Oh! I'm sorry. What? He was in... Huh? Well, anyway, Garrus is awake, so... Garrus, buddy... Where are you? Where are you? I swear to God, this game. Hey, you can come out of the room now, buddy. Come on. The walls were infected. Yeah, Garrus can be pretty squishy. Isn't that right, Garrus? Are you back? Come on. Come on. Hi. Everybody, he's back. Yay. Garrus, it is okay to dislike bugs. Garrus is basically, shit, the owl from Animal Crossing, whose name I just forgot. Annoyingly. Because all I can think of is Brewster right now.
Departing Central Station.
Where?
Destination, Rift Station.
Come on. It's like there's no cheese. I'm not gonna go sit on your pillow. What am I, some kind of monkey that needs to dance for your entertainment? Yes. Yes.
Now arriving at Rift Station. Binary.
Blathers, thank you, Dandy. He's my main man too, Hawkins. I usually go Tally and Garrus. I brought Liara along for this because it's her mom, and Garrus is kind of like, you should bring her along, and then I feel bad. So I'm like, fine. She can go yell at her mom. I understand. Two hot labs. Whee! Rex and Garrus. Rex is beast. I do like Rex too. Okay. It's almost like they just want us to go here. What could it mean? I often went Liara and Garrus myself. Suppose it just depends on the class you go with. I've left Liara behind on this mission before. She don't care. Ah, a man's.
Stand down.
Sup?
Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
Can they run a train? That's
Can those
what
things
she
work the train's
said.
controls?
Hell if I know. I'm not assuming any goddamn thing. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot. I'd like to know who you are.
I'm not just a human, I'm a specter. No, I'm gonna keep it on the DL. Or I can just say that I'm here for... that one.
Call me Shepard. I was sent to find an Asari matriarch.
Venezia? Yeah, she came through here. The aliens overran the hot labs.
They don't
last
need to
week.
know. They don't
Only
need to know
Han
who I
Olar got
am.
outed. He ain't all there anymore. First we knew the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
You were taken by surprise and had civilians to protect. You did a good job, Captain.
Pat on the back.
Yeah? Sure as hell doesn't feel like it.
I love
Worse
how
than an
when I was
Asari
talking to
was
Ashley, I was like,
mess.
you
Hot
abandoned
ones
your
yesterday.
people, they died
Very
because of
sense.
you, and everyone else. I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. You tried your best. You got a gold star for the day. I'll help.
I'm
It's
not
fine.
gonna let any of your people die.
I mean,
All I can
some
do
of
is
them might
hold out
die.
here and
I
protect
can't make
civilians.
promises.
There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate.
All my
Take you down to
homies
the
hate
hot labs.
Ashley.
Oh,
I don't
if you
know
need
if
me
I've
first
actually
aid,
said
Dr.
this.
Cohen's downstairs in the med
My
bay.
actual name is Ashley, so continually saying all my homies hate Ashley is kind of funny. Shh, I didn't actually say that. I'm Freckles. It's okay. First aid, nice. Tell me how hot them
I need
labs
to know
are.
more about the situation in the hot labs.
The facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator, and I won't send my people to their death.
Did the aliens come from inside the facility? or
Having
did
never
they
played a
attack
Mass
from the
Effect game
outside?
ever, I just assume the other
Well, my
characters are
personal
very
opinion,
useful at being bullet
Labs
shields.
like that exist to do stupid
Yes.
crap that gets people killed.
You say these things and it concerns me.
Tell me about the structure of the hot labs.
It's built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old, thick, stable.
Oh, Caden is
Something goes
very
wrong,
much
they
better
heat it
than
up and
Ashley.
sink into the ice. Normally, the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. Got an elevator that connects directly, but it's for emergency use only. Listen, I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. Understand?
Why did we whisper that? I think that your people would like to hear you say you're not going to sacrifice them.
You're certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back
She's
here.
what makes
Came through
those
Central
labs hot
Station, so
because
she
of the
ain't there.
titties.
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
Do you ever have people tell you that you look like a different name? Yes, actually, Dandy. I think I might have told this story on stream before. I'm not sure. I actually spent an entire year being called by my junior year biology teacher, Sarah. He always called me Sarah, and yet still knew I was Ashley because he marked my grades all correctly and everything. But like when we would have face-to-face talk, he would always call me Sarah, and it just got to the point where I accepted it. And I was like, and people would be like, you do realize he's calling you by the wrong name, right? And I'm like, yeah, you know, I don't want to, I would correct him in the beginning, but he was like this sweet old man, and I just adored him. He was one of my favorite teachers, and so I was like, he can call me whatever the fuck he wants, like, as long as I'm maintaining an A and he's not giving me other people's grades, I'm fine with him calling me Sarah. But I get Sarah a lot, and there was another one that I got for a while. Is it Nicole? I can't remember, but there's another one that I've gotten before. And I find it hilarious. I also don't think I'm very much an Ashley. I don't think I fit as an Ashley, but my mom basically like got a baby book and was like, first name on the list, let's go. You kind of look like an Ashley. God damn it, Fister. Okay. Whatever, we're done.
I've got work to do.
Oh,
I
all right.
hear Hell, man the perimeter.
What about woman the perimeter? Behind you guys! Guys, turn around! That
Thanks for the help. Every few hours, a group comes up the
oh.
tunnel. It's actually better
Did we-
since we locked down the elevator.
Did we actually kill them? Ah, it's fine.
Do
You just
whatever I
pulled me
can.
into a cutscene.
I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
Anytime I hear the word fist IRL, I have to stop myself from responding. And absolutely, Marty, I'm actually, I think that I've respond more now to Freckles than I do my own name. I hear Freckles far more often than I hear anyone actually say my real name. So it's my name now. I'm okay with it. There was something I was gonna say. Oh, to Fister's point, the word actually, my brain often registers as someone saying Ashley, and I always end up going, what? And they're like, I wasn't talking to you, weirdo. Oh. Okay. This is the way to go to talk to people. Ah, it is the Peepo. Hey, you have a name. That means I can ask you questions. Wow, that was sassy.
You seem less upset about this situation than the others.
That is one of the virtues of the meditation.
I go by two names,
You
really. The
interrupted.
name everyone knows me by and my legal name. Always fun when I had a job that everyone knew me by my legal name and someone called me for me asking by my nickname. Got asked about it and I always said, hand it over. That's great. I
Member of the science teams.
have a hard time
Transferred,
with
yes.
like friends that aren't in and family that aren't in the Twitch gaming sphere and talking about people like Skulls and Wolfie and you guys and referring to them by their nicknames. So like I'll be talking to my grandparents and I'll be like, you know, oh yeah, you know, I'm playing a game with like Skulls and Wolfie, and I'll have to stop and be like, I'm sorry, Robin and Richie. And it's just that moment of like, like, what? Who? Or like, you know, someone be like, oh, you know, what do you do for work right now? And I'm like, oh, you know, mostly what I do is Twitch stuff. And I have, you know, I'm on a group, and then I'm like, do I say Skulls and Wolfie and Layne? Will that be weird? Do I use their real names? Are people going to be like, you hang out with a skull? Like, it's always fun. Or just to completely forget it. I'm in a therapy session, and I'm like, you know, I love my friends. I love Skulls. My therapist is like, who? I'm like, all right.
What do you do here?
Molecular
I just
genetics.
use your real
specialize
name
in
when I
biology
refer to
against
you.
allele-specific
It's true, yes. I mean, Vance, you're Vance to me, so. Speak plain. Can you use
Yeah, that's a bit
English?
technical for me.
Say it in
I
English
am very
terms.
good at tracking inherited variations in genetic
I love
sequences.
Skulls. Gets
I'm
the
sure
white
you'd
coats
find it
on the
quite
line. Skulls is a pile of bones. A beautiful, wonderful pile of bones that rattles, and that's them typing on the computer.
Do you know Matriarch Benezia?
Do you know Tits McGee?
Why ask me and not your friend?
I mean, okay. Wow.
Because I do not know anything about the matriarch.
Then why would I?
I mean, I have, to your point, Sugar, I have talked to my therapist about my obsession with buying bones. So, he probably wouldn't be completely
for
thrown
now.
off by that.
Then I will return to my meditations.
Wow. You're a bit of a bitch. Science pukes. That man made a pun. Sir, I just realized you made a pun. You need to pay your pun tax? Sir, but puns are also defunded, so I'm not allowed to laugh right now. I'm wiggling my gun in your face. Are you intimidated? I can't actually look at you with my gun, and it's upsetting me. But anyway, sir, your pun has been paid for, so thank you. Please send all gratification to Jeffrey. I'm sure that Jeffrey will be very happy to receive your appreciation, a thank you card, maybe some flowers. Moving on. 14 defunded puns remain. There was a thing. Nope, get off the table. Put your gun away. Talk to this man. Nope, put that gun away. This man needs your attention. CPR.
No!
I would accept this and
Sorry.
then get
I haven't had much sleep
confused.
since the attack. Is there something you need?
Yes, I'm supposed to talk to you about something. Tell me about
I'm looking
Benezia.
for an Asari.
Sorry. there's Dr. Alice over there. There's also our guest. Lady
Sorry
Vanessa.
I asked
Captain
you.
Gonzalez might know where she is.
That was terrible. Why does anyone watch me? I am not funny. Tell
What do
me
you know
about the
the
Hot
Hot
Labs.
Nothing.
I have
I
many
didn't work
nicknames
there.
even on the
As far
internet
as I
depending
know,
on
Hannah
who
Laura was the only
I'm
survivor.
talking to and where they know me from. Y'all know me as Dandy, but I have a group of friends that know me as Dan Picat. I hope I said that right. Then there are all the names from IRL friends who tend to be various animals. That's cute.
Is he in the medical ward?
No, he's staying in the science team's quarters. Be gentle with him. He had a trying experience.
Oh. I don't know gentle, I only know rough. Personal question.
What do you do here?
Tell me about your life.
I can't talk about my work. Not that I'm doing anything since the accident.
So vague. Tell
There
me
was an
more.
accident here?
I can't talk about what happened. Not here.
Wow.
Too public.
This man just vague
Talk
booked
to
right
Dr.
to my
Cohen in the
face.
medical ward. He was the project lead.
He was like, I can't tell you anymore. Please ask me. No, I can't tell you. But seem interested. No, I can't tell you.
How are you holding up?
It would be petty to complain.
Some
after
people talk
showering
much
off
better
before
when they
his
have a
brain.
gun aimed at
None
their
of us
head,
have
just
had
saying.
CC attack. Of course, not all of us have guns.
You trying to say something? You want to steal
I'll
one of my
talk to you
guns?
later.
You can't have it.
Remember to report any suspicious noises.
Okay. To who? You? It's like that lady at all the transportation places. It's like, if you see something, say something. Me, I see Rachni everywhere. Help.
This system is online and ready to provide emergency services.
Think you could run that equipment for us?
Certainly, Commander. One moment, please.
Oh. Thanks, I guess. Still have to decrypt it. Okay. Me too. Same. They had a lot to say.
What do you want?
I don't like your tone, but also
I
sorry.
didn't mean to bother you.
No, you did nothing wrong. I'm just
Aw,
distracted.
I'm glad I didn't yell at you. No,
happened
they're
to
just having a
They're
nap,
suffering from a
Shepherd.
toxin. There was an accident. I have a
Nothing's wrong
non-disclosure
with them.
agreement. We
Oh,
shouldn't
I have
discuss
cat
it with
cam on
anyone
when there's
outside
no
of the
cat.
company.
Turn that off. Shouldn't discuss it with anyone. But me, I am part of the... You don't know I'm not part of the company. I could have been someone that was like off base all the time doing like sales.
You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15?
You know.
She handles the safety protocols.
Yeah, I fixed her. Me, I did.
We
See, I'm part of
reactivated
the
her on our way
team.
through Central Station.
That was you? I'm grateful. Until she came online, the automatic equipment wouldn't work. We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed.
Ruh-roh.
These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I understand your caution, but I need details. What you say won't go beyond these walls.
Yeah,
It's a
sweet
bioweapon.
talking.
Based on an
Gas.
exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature, but there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier.
Of course there
Working on
isn't.
it and adapted it to affect more species.
Of course we
Forest
would.
is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack without a pandemic.
Ah, not that
Doesn't
word.
matter how safe you make it. Biological weapons are illegal.
Not the pandemic word.
Governments, they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
Damn right I can't. Yeah, because you're just trying to make
There's
profit.
a reason the Citadel conventions forbid bioweapons.
Yeah.
Doctor.
I didn't expect you'd understand. Our notes
Wow.
and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
No, perfectly safe. Full of teddy bears,
Is he right
stuffed
to keep people
animals. Nothing scary.
No, the toxin has a brief period of viability. After that, it breaks down into simple protein chains. But he won't listen to me.
I'll talk to him.
So are you one of those do all side missions, then main
I
story
can't
sort,
ask
or
you
do
to
you
do
mix
this
it up?
officially, but if you can do anything, I'd appreciate it.
I generally try to do all the side missions at the forefront. I'm trying to mix it up a little here. I don't want to get too stuck on all the side stuff, or like all the planetary collection-y, scanny stuff. We'll get that beef, that good story beef up in here.
What will it take to get the cure for these people?
The quarantine labs are near the science team's quarters. Once you're in there, look for our notes. It should just be a matter of following our processes.
I just need to get your diary? Okay.
Are you the doctor here?
Now I
I'm
ask.
a doctor, but not
No, he's the
the-
fucking janitor.
My specialty is microbiology, not first aid. We had a medic, Dr. Salah, but we lost him. The automatics can handle basic treatment. Mira runs them.
Okay.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do something.
Let's go get stuff. Let's go do stuff. Get stuff. Get stuff, do stuff. Whoops, put that away. Oh, I get to level up. I forgot about that. Hi, Harry. You want to come back? Come on. I know you keep looking at me like I'm going to produce magically more cheese. And I'm not. You ate all the cheese. So now all that's left for you is to sit on the cushion and get cuddles. Come on. Come on. Cats. Love them. Why'd I do that? Don't. I want that. And up my fitness. We'll up that. We'll do that. That looks good. I don't know what I'm doing. Sniper rifle. Boy, I need to get your fucking health up. That looks good. Works every time that, and I also find all aspects interesting for the series, more so with how a lot of it carries on to the next two games. I also love the continuation aspect, that things you do in each game affect down the road. It's one of my favorite things about this series. What am I doing? All right. Sure. We'll up these guys a little. Go through my equipment. We'll accept that. This is when we play the game of Freckles doesn't really know what she's doing, but you know, we're gonna make it work anyway. I got polonium rounds in it right now, and 4. Oh, I got a lot of stuff I can get rid of. So many tungsten rounds. Damn. Do like my incendiary rounds. We'll do that. And I like the heat sink. We'll stick with that. Okay. Does it give me more damage? Yes, then I want it. Got armor piercing rounds. What are the shredder? We'll do these, and then yeah, might as well. We'll throw on a little combat scanner. That sounds good. Yes. Love that. What else we got? Love some stability. Don't have enough of that in my life. Yes, give me that too. Combat scanner. We love it. We love a good combat scanner. What else we got? Let's give him that toxic damage. Hell yeah. Ooh, what do we got for armor? Anything better than what we're wearing? Doesn't look like it. Whoopsies. But I think... What's this? Damage protection. Smash damage. Don't need that. Was I on 2? I was on 3. So I'm good with that. That's fine. Alright. Yeah, you get that upgrade, baby! Mama knows how to treat you right. You remember that. Stop falling asleep on the battlefield, sir. What does this do? Shield bypass. Get you a nice upgrade on your sniper. We know you like your sniper. We've been dealing with a lot of synthetics with the Geth. Yeah, sure. Why not? Any new armor for you? No. Any good upgrades? Maybe. Yes. That one. Sure. You can have that. Looks pretty on you anyway. Alright. I'm finding something a little annoying. This is just me. Plus 30% damage versus synthetics. The D and the S are capitalized. The D and the S here are not capitalized. Why? Who made this choice? Who decided to change it up just for that? That's annoying. When upgrading the team takes longer than the actual mission that got the points to upgrade in the first place, are you improving how many bullets they can take? Hey, Freckles, might I ask how far out in advance you guys plan your game nights? Honestly, we generally do it week by week. Is there anything in particular that you're looking for? Like, is there a specific game that you are hoping to play with us? Because I can then be like, hey guys, let's play this game. The people are wanting it, so let's give it to them. Among Us. We haven't done Among Us in a while. I will check in with the crew, see how we're feeling about it. It probably won't be next week if we do decide to do it. So you'll have a little bit of time, but yeah, if we decide to do it, I'll even throw out like a super far in advance tweet just to make sure that people know so they can come and play, because everyone loves to play that game and we love playing with you guys. Sure, whatever. Alright, I'm over that. But we have, I know I've talked about it a bit with everyone that I'd love to go back to it. So it is absolutely an option. I'm wanting to play Among Us with you guys so bad. Aww! Yeah, I will definitely, after stream tonight, I will put in a little boop on the mod chat. See how everyone's feeling.
To know what you're doing here.
And we can even give our verdict on Monday about if we're gonna play again and when. I'm here to help.
I heard there were some problems up here.
Totally here to help and not just to hunt down a big booby
concerned
lady.
about the state of our guards.
Spooky games,
Many
yes.
have been away
October
for
is coming.
For now,
We should be planning on doing some
I
spooky
still
games.
have a limited supply of equipment.
I really want to start doing Dead by Daylight. I want to do that. You're running a store? What's this cell crap? No, just shut up,
Let's have a
Shepard.
look.
Regretfully,
Hey,
most
Alexo.
of my stock
Have not
is
touched Among Us in a while.
being
Never get
created
enough
by
friends
Captain
on that
Benson.
interested in playing it. Hawkins, if you love hanging out with us, we often, when we do play stuff like Among Us, we also play other community games, and we'd love to have you in. Oh, right, I forgot I can sell things. But now I don't. Concerned noises. I'm just gonna sell the pistols. That felt right. I probably I'll sell the lower armor. Oh yeah, I'm gonna sell all the ones. Don't really need those. Money! How do I... Oh, there we go. Nope, I don't want buyback. Ugh. Well, that's a heavy. I don't want... Whoop! Nope! Put that back, Shepard.
Relieved. It's pleasant to
What?
see you well.
I'll see you later.
Grimly,
Hawkins, I don't know if you
I
follow
will
us
hope it is so.
on Twitter or not, but that's usually
Pleasant to
when,
see you well.
where we post... Whoops, that's not how you spell Twitter. That's usually where we post all of our stream announcements. Whenever someone asks me about a scary game, my answer for them is always Alien Isolation, lights off, headphones on, and you really hate yourself, turn on voice. Oh, voice recognition. I've thought about doing, because I did Resident Evil Village before Mass Effect, and I was thinking about, after Mass Effect finishes, I was going to do another spooky game. Or maybe if I need to take a break between, like, Mass Effect 1 to 2 to 3, whatever. I want to do another spooky game, and I was thinking Alien Isolation.
Let's have a look.
Regretfully, most of my stock is being appropriated by Captain Benson.
Oh, you can also follow us, or join, if you would like, our Discord. Put that there, too. Do you have... Oh, I don't know what that was, but I bought it. Alright, whatever.
Where did they come from?
Where did they go?
I never went in the high security areas.
Okay, that was an easy one. That would be interesting with the spook emotes. Every time chat scares Freckles, the xenomorph hears the startled scream. Ooh, that's a good point. If I have the voice recognition on. Oh, nice, Hawkins. And I'm sorry I didn't recognize that. What did I try to remember everyone from everything. But the brain is a little bit of a goldfish. But yes, absolutely.
Commander,
Alien
nice work out
Isolations.
there.
Think you bought a Metagel upgrade. Thank you, Jeff, for telling me that. And thank you for the cheer as well. Oh, Trevor, also thank you. Woo! There it is! and then it did pop, and I got spooked, and I'm lost.
Something you need?
I've heard about the problems in the quarantine lab. I'd like to recover the toxin cure.
God, I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but we
Don't
can't
forget to
risk
drink your water.
contamination now.
No, okay, you don't have to, but I'll do
We're not
it.
part of your defense plans. We're consuming extra rations, extra metagel.
Yeah, but you also have extra guns.
It's fine, I don't tend to talk much in there, honestly, kind of neglectful on most Discord channels I am part of, save for the one with my friends. I gotcha!
We'll run a full scan before I'll let you out.
I'm part of a few Discords as well that I always feel bad. I'm like, I don't really talk in here. Okay, sure,
Those
whatever.
are reasonable precautions.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know. Good luck.
Thanks.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
Is Nightbot getting super bean tonight? No, this is back where oh! Nope. Alright. Head to the quarantine lab, which is downstairs near the science team quarters. There should be equipment and notes that will allow you to replicate this. Okay. Okay. I swear I'm not gonna get lost. I won't. I'm not gonna do it. I won't get lost. Quarantine and barracks.
Warning. Watchdog protocol is active.
Ah! Wait! What did I do? Oh, sorry! I did. Oh! Uh-oh. Everyone's real bad. I did a whoopsie. I did a boo-boo. I did a little boo-boo. I did the wrong thing. I made a little mistake. Have I already talked to you? Nope. I'm a little back. This is fine. Yeah. Garrus had a faint. Garrus swooned. He's like a Victorian lady anytime something dramatic happens.
Many have been awake for days. For now,
just show me your goods. I know we've had this conversation. You don't remember we had this conversation, but I remember we had this conversation. And as much as I'd like to talk to you more, I really just need to get back to where I was. It's gonna be fine. Ah, shit. The question is, did all my upgrades go through, or am I gonna have to do that again? Oh my god, can you go any faster? Nope, that's about as fast as you go? Okay, that's cool. I got rid of all my ones. We'll do that again. And then we'll buy that thing again.
It's pleasant to see you well.
Let's have a look.
Regretfully, most of my stock.
Okay, got it. Whoop! God.
It's pleasant to see you well.
Let's have a look.
Regretfully.
Stop hitting buttons! Be patient! And then I bought the Metagel upgrade. Is that better? That's not better, because that's also... also not better. The Tech Biotic is a little bit better. I can't afford it anyway. Why am I looking at it? Okay. Nope. I think my upgrades are done. I think that stayed. Don't care anyway. Not doing it again. We'll do it another time. Can I took a screenshot for some reason. I'm not gonna show my friends my shame of me just smashing buttons because I'm annoyed with myself. Also, you know what? Save. Yeah, Jeff.
Something you need?
Yeah, I want to help
I've
that
heard about
dude.
the problems in the quarantine lab. I'd like to recover the toxin cure.
God, I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but we can't risk contamination now.
Okay,
We're
we'll
not party
risk
to
it
the
Commander.
though.
plans.
Nice
We're
work out
consuming
there.
extra
Oh,
rations, extra
thanks,
medicine.
Jeff. I love
Yeah,
how it
but
says
you
we're
also have
consuming
extra
extras. I have not consumed a
All right,
single
begin
thing.
with your life, you're not under my command.
I
Have the guard
don't
let you
I
in.
don't know why that was a
Door
point
behind
when
you.
I just got
You
here
can
like
run a full scan
5
before I
minutes
let you
ago
in.
and I haven't
If there are any
consumed a
anomalies,
single
stay in there.
consumable. Sure.
Those are reasonable precautions.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know. Good luck.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
Alright. Another save. Love how he was like, I got work to do. And I was like, yeah, I do too. Fuck. Or no, he said that. He was like, yeah, bitch, I do too. I don't know what that point was. Again, why does anyone watch me? I can't talk. I get jumbled over my words. My tongue don't work. Is it here? We'll figure it out. We're gonna figure this out together. I bet it's here. I bet it's not here. I bet I'm lying to myself. I've also gone a little bit... I'm having a good time. Well, as long as you guys are having a good time. It's not like talking has anything to do with streaming. It can be a full silence stream. Get like real ASMR. Just enjoy the wonderful quality of just the game audio. Hi.
You came to find out about them.
That's not ominous.
You mean those things out there?
Yes.
Aw,
I'm the only
Marty.
survivor from the hot lab.
No, it's okay. Yes, tell me
Need to
about
know
these
more about those
aliens.
things out there.
About the Rachni?
Rachni? That's
Again,
preposterous.
if y'all could have just seen that they were called Rachni, because when you point your gun at it, it says Rachni. How did you miss that? How did
Where
they get
did they
here?
come from?
Where did they go?
They found it in a derelict ship. An egg. The waiting. since the
Nothing
last
ever
hour.
goes good when a human
They
finds
brought
an
it
egg.
here.
When a human finds an egg.
Shut up!
Oh,
God, you want to get us killed?
I
excuse
don't
you.
have any control.
Wow.
Lives or
Rude.
dies
But
here.
when a human finds an egg that is not of a species we are already aware
gonna be
of,
crazy, pick a
nothing
quiet kind.
good comes of it.
Crazy.
Keep us away from unknown eggs.
What am I saying?
Anybody, keep anything away from an unknown egg. But also tell me
I
more.
need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can.
Every time I see
We
one of
brought
those
the
little guys, I
Rachni
think the
back
same
from
thing,
the dead.
biotic god.
In retrospect, a bad
Yeah.
decision.
Could Matriarch Benezia survive?
I think
in
I
the
remember
hot
what you're
labs?
referencing. I don't think
It's
you've,
possible that
I don't think
specimens
you were here when I
sensitive to
gave my
biotic.
spiel, Hawkins, about Mass Effect, but I have played this before. I played 1 and 2 twice, 3 once. Remember big picture, don't remember little
I heard
bits.
you were at the hot labs.
But I think I remember
How'd you
that.
make it out alive?
I killed her.
Oh,
Who?
what?
Doctors
Oh.
on
Arrest
We're
this
going for
man.
lunch when the alarms went off. I ran into the tram, and I closed the doors.
What about unknown
She
omelets?
banged on
I
the
think I
window
got one of
once,
those on Neopets
and they
once.
sliced her to pieces.
Wow!
Came apart like a melon. I closed the door. I killed her.
I can't tell if it's the trauma or you're just pretty chill about everything,
Tell me
dude.
what you know. I'll make your survival mean something.
You think I want absolution? There is none.
I'll be leaving now.
I'm gonna leave you to handle your trauma in peace. Bye.
Okay, this one will get you. How can you tell jokes? So
What?
this hydrogen atom says to another hydrogen, I lost my electron. This one.
I haven't. Say it.
And the other hydrogen says, man, you sure? I'm positive.
Boo! 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 The joke was bad. You should feel bad. Where's Ken? Hold on. I want you to hurt this man. Is there lift? Barrier. Warp. Can you warp this man? Warp him. Right now, do it. No? God damn it. Fine. He knows he feels bad. Or he feels bad deep down inside. He knew it was a bad joke. That got a chuckle out of me. Okay, put your gun away though. We don't need it right now. I don't remember where I'm going. I think that's where I came in last time. Oh, hey. Aid station. Nice.
You're not part of the crew.
I'm here to make a cure.
Permission to go in there.
I'm special
Yeah,
and
you ready?
smart, and I know science, and I'm
said
gonna
you have
make
to
a
prove you're
cure,
not
and you're all gonna
contaminated to
feel
get
bad
out.
for treating me bad.
You got a death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
Wait, what happened?
What do you want?
I have Ventralis' permission to go in there.
Yeah, he radioed. He also said you have to prove you're not contaminated to get out. You got a
Oh.
death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
That was confusing because the door thing was red, but I probably just had to wait a minute, and knowing me, I'm incredibly, impatient. 4 chemicals have been combined to counteract the toxin. They must be mixed in precise quantities. As each chemical is poured, the equipment will mark the minimum and maximum amount they will work. Too little or too much will spoil the results. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're gonna science. Hold on a second. I gotta loot the place first, and then I will science. He's making jokes to prevent a full nervous breakdown. That's basically how I live my life. You use humor to cope with the pain. Oh, just beds in here. Alright, no loot. Okay, let's go. Start mixing. Failed to... Oh. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. I forgot how to play a minigame for a second. Oh! That was so fast! Okay. I'm glad they let you do it over and over again. And they're not like, you've run out of equipment. Oh, shit. Alright. We've got this. I'm concentrating. Let's go. X, Y, X, A. Hey, I did it.
Your mission ends here, Shepard.
It's you, the ambush. I wouldn't really call this an ambush. It's just one lady, and she's not even that scary.
What happened to Ventralis' man?
I didn't have permission to come in. He got in my way. I was ordered
She
to
moited
eliminate
him.
should the opportunity
Moitera!
arise. And here you are, trapped in this lab. Weapons free.
Oh. Whoop! She had a bodyguard that I Okay. Oh, look at all the floaty men. Look at the floaty boxes. Hello? Oh, there you are. Aw, she did a little faint. Oh, she gone. Was that it? Hey guys, you didn't pass out this time. I'm really proud of you. Look how well this team is working. No one fell asleep. That man's dead. It's great.
They came out of there.
He survived.
You mean the inorganics the Asari had with her?
Plus the other lady and the Geth apparently that spawned out of nowhere, right?
How can I get into the maintenance area?
A team lead would have access. Like Dr. Cohen. He's in the medical bay.
Alright.
I'll be leaving now.
I gotta go. And you guys are still over here just telling jokes. You didn't get murdered. You didn't even respond to him getting murdered. Also, I want to know if we're contaminated. Because they never did a scan. We could be about to infect this entire group of people. And we got out of being scanned for any sort of contaminant because the guard was killed. We could be patient 0. Well, I guess we're not really technically patient 0 because other people got sick, but hey, I have your cure and I'm definitely not sick.
You did it?
Yeah, and this lady attacked me and it was real weird.
She just tried to kill us.
I love how he's like, I don't, whatever, just give me the cure. I don't need to know.
I don't know much about her. She arrived a month ago. One of the shareholders.
It is true. I could be infecting the entire galaxy and no one will ever know.
Sarah and the Spectre.
Yes. I think that was the name. I don't pay
Why follow the rules when there is no one to enforce them? Almost like how people are treating COVID.
More on edge since you got here. I think they were expecting you. There are more
Wear your
labs in
mask.
the back.
Get
The
vaccinated.
guards won't even let me back
Distance.
there. Just people with clearance.
Thanks for the warning, but also I really need to go into, let me into
What
maintenance.
about the maintenance area? Do you have access to that?
The maintenance area? Yes. Take my pass.
Thanks,
But
that was
there's just
handy.
snow back there. Let me see that file. An extension on Phelps' work? I thought he was on the right track.
I did it. I'm the scientist. I mixed that for you, buddy.
Cliché. You saved their lives. Do you know that?
Got any Metagel?
Could you spare a few medical packs? They're worth their weight in gold up here.
I spend my time watching Karen videos where they argue about wearing a mask. I do too. Our public freakout. Go on there a lot. Just to get angry at people. Are you still making noises? Are you still going... Oh, he's sleeping. He looked like he dead though. Oh, no, he's moving. He's fine. What? No one... You didn't... Nothing happened. No one saw that. Anyway, back to that maintenance room, right guys? Ah! I'm not standing in my usual elevator pose. If he's not dead now, Marty, he's real lucky. Eh. Alright, let's see how much not snow there is back here. Look, it's something that's not snow! keep wanting to reload. Hello? Something for me to loot? Okay. It's just an extra hole. It's just, he had a deviated septum. He's struggled with sleep apnea his whole life, and I was just opening up his nostrils. He's gonna get a much better sleep, and he's not gonna disturb his partner with snoring. Oh! Here they come, the mommy milkers.
There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair.
This is mommy milkers too. We had mommy milkers in Resident Evil. Now we've got space mommy milkers.
I won't be moved by sympathy, no matter who you bring into this confrontation.
I really wish I could say, who the fuck are you? But,
whatever. I don't know what you're talking about, and I don't care.
What have you told her about me, Liara?
What could I say, Mother?
Loser, double loser,
evil.
whatever.
Should I explain how to kill you? What could I say?
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
Weren't those two that I just killed commandos? Or were they something else? But anyway, I'll be fine.
I can't believe you'd kill your own daughter.
I now realize I should have been stricter.
Whee! Oh. I'm frozen. I was so frozen that my eyeliner was off of my eyeballs. Nope. Alright. I need to remember... Oh! Well, she's down for the count. Hello? So this was, I remember talking about in the, after I freed Liara, when you deal with the mini boss there, that when I first played this game, how long it took me to kill them. And, that I had to see that cutscene over and over and over again, because in Mass Effect 1 you couldn't skip cutscenes. And the same thing happened in this cutscene. And I had to stare at those blue titties so woo! Oh, where'd she go? So many times. Where'd the get? Yeah, there they are. No, I wanna... Do I not have a grenade? I don't... Nope. Nope, that was a mistake. You want to put that sniper rifle back. No, you want to put the sniper rifle back. Thank you, ma'am. Alright, should just be two more left? Two more commandos? Oh, hey, what were you doing back here? Or it's just turn? Nope. Yeah. You okay, ma'am? Ma'am, are you okay? Woo! Hi! Ow! He wanted to get real close and personal, and I did not approve. I know you're back there. I know you're back. You gonna come say hello? Hi! Oh, you're there too. Hello! Ring around the boxes. Team, I'm real glad you're standing up still. Makes me feel real good about you guys.
Now is not the time.
What? Oh. Was I trying to have... I'm not trying to have a conversation with you, ma'am. Oh, legs floating. Hi, bubble lady. Is there... Okay, there you are. Well...
This is not over.
It feels like it's over.
My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
Ma'am? Sorry, ma'am? Sorry, ma'am? Mommy? Sorry, mommy?
The Arachni didn't cooperate with you. Why should I?
Matriarch, sorry, matriarch,
I will
sorry.
not
Matriarch?
betray him.
Sorry.
You will. You must listen. Saren's
Gasp!
whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions briefly.
She's
but
being
the
mind
indoctrination
controlled.
is strong.
But why should I
How are
believe
able
you?
to break free of his control now?
Yeah.
I sealed a part of my mind away from the indoctrination, saving it for a moment when I could help destroy
How do you...
him.
So
It
the
will
little
not last
things on the
long.
side of her helmet that are like on her face, they've got to be part of the whole hood. But they kind of look like they're just attached to her cheek.
How can he compel you? He's not even here.
People are not themselves around Sarah. You come to idolize him, worship him. You
Yeah,
will
like
do
they're part
anything
of
for
the
him.
area that comes down and then
The
they're
key is
attached there.
sovereign, his
But it
flash.
also just kind of looks like
It is
they're
a
stuck like
dreadnought
right
of
here.
incredible size, and its power is
Every morning she
extraordinary.
gets up and glues those to her face.
Sovereign's not like other ships. Where did
Advanced
it come
facial
from?
piercing.
I cannot say. The Geth did not build it. Its technology is far more advanced
I also
than
like
that
the
of
idea
any
that
other
she
species.
applies her little
The longer
cleavage
you stay
freckles
aboard, the
every
more
morning.
Saren's will
She
seems
gets like
correct.
she has like a
You
stencil
sit at
and
his
like an
feet
airbrush.
and smile as his
Like, shh,
words
shh.
pour into you.
She's
It is subtle at
perfect. And on the
first.
chin too.
I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager
Okay,
to
but are you
serve.
like more of a
He sent me here to
screwdriver
find the
or like
location
one
of
of
the new
those super
relay.
cool like
Its position
multi
was
tools?
lost thousands of years ago.
Let's go take a BuzzFeed quiz and find out. How do you lose a whole
How
ass
does something that
relay?
big go missing?
4,000 years ago, a
Someone put it in their
star
pocket and just walked off with it.
The shockwave propelled the relay out of its system, but did not damage it. Its precise vector and speed are impossible to determine. As millennia passed, the nebula created by the nova enveloped the relay. It is difficult
Man,
to
she
find
really is
any
able
cold
to give a
object
whole
in
lot of
interstellar space,
exposition while she's
particularly
not being
something
mind
swathed in
controlled.
hot dust and radiation.
Do you have it? Is it in your pocket?
Someone on Novaria found it?
2,000 years ago, the Rachni inhabited that region of our galaxy. They discovered the relay. The Rachni can share memories across generations. Queens inherit the knowledge of their mothers. I took the location of the relay from the Queen's.
Wow!
I was not gentle.
Why does Sarah need the new relay?
He believes it will lead him to the conduit.
Mommy
I would tell you more
matriarch
if I could,
stuck her
but Saren
fingers
did
in
not share his
the
counsel
Rachni
with me.
brain. How dare
I was
she?
merely a servant to his cause.
You can still make it right. Give me the information.
I was not myself, but I should have been stronger. I transcribed the data to an
Her dress
OSD.
looks like it could be
Take
pants.
it, please.
Knowing the relay's coordinates is not enough. Do you know where he planned to go from there?
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me.
His teeth are in
I
my
can't.
ear. Fingers on my
Teeth are up my
spine.
ear.
I remember that part.
Fingers on my spine. You should. Oh, you should.
Mother,
Don't leave! Fight him!
You've always made me proud, Liara. Die.
Wow. Alright. Calm down, mommy. Oh! Oh, I'm a popsicle. I love that she... Okay, there we go. Oh, Liara's on the ground. Garrus, for the love of God, don't step in front of my gun. Hey, Rocky! thank you
will
for
have to
the
stop
8-month
him,
sub.
Shepard. Hold on.
And thank you
We've
for
got
coming
Metatron.
and
Maybe we
hanging
can-
out.
No. He is still
I mean,
in my mind.
You
I'm
don't
not
look like you're very
entirely
hurt.
myself.
You're
I
still
never
standing
will
up.
be again.
I just put like 5 rounds in your face. Oh, okay.
Mother. Good night, little wing. I will see you again with the dawn.
And she just drifts slowly out of frame.
They always said there would be a...
All right. Oh, she's still twitching. Still some life in there. Aw, she's just sleeping. It's fine. It's how you feeling? Oh. 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 A zombie! I do like to have full conversations after getting pummeled by bullets. Zombie! Kill it! Oh.
This
Okay.
one serves as our
I love the Arachnite
voice.
Queen.
We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
Honestly, I hate that I had to kill so many Arachnite because I really like them.
Musics? What?
Your
What
way
is this
of
zombie talking
communicating
about of
is
music?
strange. Flat. It does not color the air. When we speak, one moves all. We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
How are you speaking through her?
Our kind sing through touchings of thought.
Hot.
We pluck the strings, and the other understands. She is weak to urging. She has colors we have no names for. But she is ending. Her music is bittersweet. It is beautiful. The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to
I
sing.
might have killed
They
some
are
of those
lost
kids.
to
I'm
silence.
sorry. Please
And
don't
their
hate
suffering,
me.
They cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
I don't understand. Why are your children killing people?
These needlemen. They stole our eggs from us. They sought to
While
turn
we're
our
learning
children
about the
into
lore,
beasts of
don't
war,
forget to hydrate.
Claws with no songs of their own. Our elders
They did
are
have to die.
comfortable with silence.
They were fucked around with.
Children know only fear.
But it's still-
If no one sings to them. Fear
I'll feel
has
bad.
shut in their minds.
I understand. A child left alone in a closet until she is 16 would not be sane.
You trying to say something, Liara? Is that what happened to you, Liara?
If you're sure they can't be saved.
It is lamentable.
Liara's
But
like, let me just
necessary.
drop some of my trauma into this
Do what you must.
situation.
Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
Hell no!
The Rachni were a threat to the galaxy. Those tanks are filled with acid. If she gets out of hand, they dissolve her.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the
Given what your
silence
crew
of
goes through in all
memory.
3 games, they came out very well adjusted people, all things considered. Yeah.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No. I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows.
I love that. Oily shadows.
We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
Okay, but what are you going to teach your kids? Are you going like... If you go stadium country with your music, I might have to reconsider letting you go. Like, you're not going to go that far, right?
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother
Aww.
cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers
My couch is eating me again.
with its own sour yellow note.
Ew,
Then
sour
we awoke
yellow.
in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
You will give us the chance
Yeah,
to compose
achievement.
anew. We will
I was
remember.
nice and I got an
We
achievement
will
for it.
sing of your forgiveness to our children.
Aww, precious little Rachni. Imagine if I said that, yes, I'll free you, and then I'm like, never mind. Get fucked. There goes the zombie. She's pretty for a bug. Oh. What's the alarm? Are we gonna explode? Shepherd, so meatbag number 2, enjoying yourself so far. Enjoying watching me be a specter. Meatbag number 2, I just watched my mother just try to murder me and then you killed her. So great then! Oh, she's still on the floor. Should we do something about that? Or, no? Okay. Oh. No more alarm. There wasn't even like a warning message with that. It was just, I'm gonna bleep at you, non-committal like, and let you guess what's happening. Alright, you two. Oh. There you go. Alright, you two. Once you catch up, we're gonna have a meeting. Okay, meeting. We're not gonna tell people that we released the giant bug back into space, because people might panic. If anyone asks, we got rid of it, right? Right. Alright, good talk. We don't need to cause any undue panic. They'll never know. We could even say, what bug? What giant space bug? I don't know what you're talking about. That could also work. Anything I can loot? Hey, Tchaikovsky.
Are you here to secure the situation?
You've been sitting here this entire time?
How are you holding up?
You must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle station.
Good idea, Pharaoh.
You understand?
You let these things out?
I am only following the orders.
Whose orders?
Binary Helix found an egg.
Again with the eggs! Stop touching eggs! I know we're talking about the same egg, but still, you should have known.
Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
1,000-year-old egg hatched?
Yes.
Shepard's now thinking about this. The little nugget's been tucked away for a while. Now she's getting the chance to be like, wait, hold on a minute. What?
We must produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen.
Oh, now we're getting the exposition that we should have gotten earlier.
Thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
What about a... Okay, we'll follow this.
Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers.
Hell yeah, true queen. She don't need no man.
To hatch alone.
She's her own independent woman. Don't need no man to make babies.
This is how they spread so quickly.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
Yeah.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do.
Yeah, really? You don't think?
That without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
Then all we need to do is bring her here.
I am sorry, but this will not work. These Rachni are beyond saving.
Shepard, we let her go. Shepard, she told us we needed to kill them.
I am thinking that
this guy's just repeating what... Okay.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
I mean, we are familiar with the purge system. We talked to Mira about it. But we can go through this again. It's fine.
Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
Once the purge is armed, we'll have to fight our way out. Give us a minute to patch up and rearm.
Sure. I wait here. I am not so much good for searching now, yes?
Haha.
Mother always say I would meet a bad end.
Oh. Your mother sounds a bit of an asshole. Mother always said I was gonna die in a very painful and terrible manner.
I am feeling not so well.
There we go.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key.
Is he standing up now?
I will give
Oh! Chest burster! Let's go! I know it came from behind, but still. Whee! Whee! Elsa, your mom was right, dude. Look at him. Oh. So who's gonna tell his mom that she was right? Hey, Mira.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
Do the thing.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry.
Damn it.
I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Mum. Yeah. It's
It's
totally the.
That is not the correct code. Please report to security.
She knows a thing or two about her death in the family. Ew. Alright,
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do
I love that Mira was like, please go get yourself arrested. I'm not doing it for you.
Who would have the code?
Director of Operations,
Poor
Yaroslav
Nightbot.
Tartakovsky,
Full of
or
beans.
Any executive officer of Binary Helix.
We're moving on.
Logging you out, Commander.
I forgot to do the thing. There we go, I got it. It's fine, I did this. I'm back. We're just gonna pretend. We're gonna pretend I had those the entire... Guys, get out of the way. We're gonna pretend I had these the entire time.
Online. How can I help you?
Do the thing I said.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I
I'm
can't
making
do
a
that
bean
without
stew
proper
to
code
share.
authorization.
Oh, I really want
Code
beans.
input 875.
Y'all like baked beans? I love baked beans.
Code
You
Omega
get your
local
bean
execution.
pot, your beans, your bacon, your barbecue. You let those things go all day. Oh. 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 Hi. Excuse me. Gotta go. Oh. Listen, I was trying to outrun the clock. I didn't save. Oh, okay, it saves me right here. That's handy. Anyway, get out of my way! Oh my god, there's so many. Nope. Nope. I gotta go. It's fine. Nope, it's cool. I'm leaving. Oh, the crew made it. Okay, awesome. Nah, this is fine. See? We did it. We exterminated all the bad buggies. But yeah, anyway, baked beans. Delicious. I've always wanted to go to a actual bean, like a traditional bean dinner type situation where they bury the beans in the ground and cook them that way. Occasionally you'll see places do those around the area. It's a very main thing. And then you get your sauerkraut and your brown bread. If your brown bread's not baked in a can, they're doing it wrong, and they need to apologize to you. Oh, we're done? Okay. And we're done. Ashley, shut up.
The Mu relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
Excuse you, ma'am.
We're all on the same team here, Williams.
Yeah, shut up, Ashley.
Just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
Harry. Yeah, don't let... Oops. That's not what I meant.
Crew,
oh, well.
Dismissed.
Oh, we're done.
Novaria
Okay.
report is away, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the council?
Come on.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Cat cam.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Novaria?
And then release the Queen.
I love how they're questioning me. Who told you that? My team said we'd keep it between us. How did you find out?
This queen is different. She understands
Who ratted me out? Was it Liara?
I hope you're right, Shepard. Our children's children will pay the price if you're not.
Someone's gonna have children with you? I feel bad for that person. It was Ashley. I didn't pinky promise. That was the mistake that I made. Alright, time for more chit chat simulator. Nope, we've already talked to you. You have nothing else extra to say. Let's go see what Joker has to say. See, Harry, this is all you need to do. Just sit and chill. Oh. Hey, Joker.
I'm glad to be off of Novaria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One
Both.
will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you.
But also corporations themselves are cold. Alright, anything else?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet, if you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful.
That's
the Normandy's
what
probably
she said?
too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander.
Oh.
Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
Ew. Alright,
I have to go.
Done all those talking points. Nothing new for Joker. Farrell with the self-bean. Open. Open, 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 open. You want to start something? You're eyeing me up. You're mad dogging me. You want to go? You starting something? Are we gonna have to have words? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Alright. Let's see what Mr. Flirts-a-lot has to say.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's
Second in command, advisor.
Mommy.
Anyway,
Saren's
we
mommy.
should set him back a bit. I'm sure Dr. Tasani's heard of him. Poor kid, having to kill her own mom.
Any opinion on the Rachni?
Off the record.
Uh-oh.
If we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the council.
Wow.
Here during the Rachni War, I'm not sure we have any business getting involved.
But you didn't talk to her. She talked about singing. It was beautiful. And I killed her children. And it was sad.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
No.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Liara, are you still back here? You are. All of these quiet, long moments of
If you
eye
are
contact.
Here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother.
Oh.
She brought it upon herself.
I thought I was going to just say forget it.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you.
Oh, that soft-spoken, flirty voice. Shepard, no!
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
Harry, you've kind of wandered off the cat cam. What? My fingers smell like cheese.
I blame Saren, and if I were you, I'd want revenge.
We have enough reason to stop Saren. I do not need to add revenge to the list. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Well, that's nice. We will not be having sex, though.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
Benezia was swept up in events beyond her control and lost herself.
Boo! Listen, I'm a one-man woman. Love me, McGarris. Well, I mean, in game, I'm a one-man woman. In real life, I'm a one-person woman. This is the bi thing. But in game, one-man woman.
Are you gonna be okay?
I can't fault you for that choice.
I do miss her, and I grieve for what happened to her. But I will not let my grief interfere with what we are trying to accomplish.
Do we really want to know more about you, though? Maybe a little.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
We'll get a little bit of lore in
I
here.
was talking about my interest
What?
in you.
What?
And making a fool of myself in the process.
Oh, right.
As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
It's all the caffeine. That's insulting. No, it's just all the coffee.
It has. I have been watching you and your crew. It has taught me a lot about your species. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
That's still insulting.
You can't argue with results.
No, but there are consequences. Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as a bully.
I mean, we
You run
are.
over anyone who gets in your way. It is up to people like you to change their minds.
And we also touch eggs we aren't allowed to touch. Or shouldn't be able to touch. Not my problem.
Why me?
There is a reason the council chose you to become a Spectre.
Your ears are warm.
They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into
And
your
a really
history.
nice ass.
I know what you did during the Blitz. It was a remarkable display of courage and heroism.
You spied on me? I kind of want to do that.
Now you're digging into my past. Invading my privacy.
I'm getting sassy.
I am sorry. I know it was wrong, but after our last conversation, I was too embarrassed to approach you directly. I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you.
A love
to understand
square.
what made you into the woman you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
You stop flirting with
You're
me.
interested in me because of my visions. You just want to know more about the Protheans.
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was.
I want to put my fingers all over you.
I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Lieutenant
Ew! Blech. Wow, that's... Wow. No. It doesn't matter, Shepard. But also... Blech.
The lieutenant and I are just friends. Nothing more.
My mistake, then. I am not as adept at understanding human relationships as I thought. But what about us, Shepard? Is there a mutual attraction, or was I wrong about that too?
We're just buddies. We're just pals. We're just buddies and pals. And not in a ye old gal pal way where they were actually lesbians and they just, no one ever wanted to say they were lesbians. We're not that kind of a gal pal. We're like today's gal pal where we just hang out and chill and we're on phones. We're on our own phones at the same time, and then occasionally we'll DM each other funny videos even though we're sitting in the same room, and then maybe like we'll watch a movie and I'll braid your hair tentacles. That kind of gal pal. That's what we are. Alright, good. Glad we squared that. Got that out of the way. Is there anything? I think I've gotten everything down here. I gotta go check in on my other buddies. Starved LGBT rep. I romanced Liara in ME1. But then when I did the Shadow Broker DLC in 2, it was much better than 1. 3 was good, and then the Citadel DLC, I can't explain how much I love the Citadel DLC. Oh my god. When we get there, I won't spoil anything. But eventually, down the road when we get there, I get super emotional. The Citadel DLC is so fucking good. Hey, Rex.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
I remember the first time playing it because I had no idea about anything. I never looked up any like spoilers or anything. I knew how the game ended, but that was about it. Like I knew like the ending. But when I was going through the Citadel stuff, and just like as it was unraveling, going, my space babies, my family. It was such a good DLC.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
But why?
What happened?
Tell me more.
I was betrayed.
Gasp.
I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us.
Is this Romeo and Juliet?
Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war.
Not a romance. Okay. Never mind. I'm back on track. I'm listening. I'm paying attention. Continue.
He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians.
I feel like fighting each other is an antithesis to your overall survival, but okay. I'm not a warlord. Whatever. Forget about me. And what about you? What do you want?
I just wanted Jared to
Rex, what's in your dream journal?
stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. We told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus.
You need to focus on the fucking. One track mind, straight to fucking.
And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes.
Oh.
A meeting on neutral ground.
Oh.
He wanted to talk.
To me, it sounds like a crush of being like everyone comes out and tells who they have a crush on.
Graves of our ancestors.
But no.
The skulls of our dead.
Much more violent.
There to remind us where we come from.
Okay, so like, what? Like,
it's as sacred as any Krogan place can be.
3/4 of the cat cam is now empty, and he's just on this singular spot right here. Crush equals Krogan group hug.
Sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold.
Your daddy?
He was. Until that day.
It sounds like a crushing event.
We talked,
I hurt just thinking about
but
it.
we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the
Thinking
signal.
about tit. Ha ha ha. Tit.
His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly.
Oh.
I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left.
What?
And that's why
What?
I'll never go back.
What?
So long, Rex.
What? There wasn't even a conclusion to all that he just said. Oh my god. She was just like, okay, bye. The option even said I see, as in like you are understanding, you are putting forward that you were listening and paying attention. You were validating all that this man alien just told you. And no, Shepard's just like, okay, bye. Gotta fucking go. See ya.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
You betcha. Oh my god. Alright, we'll do that in a minute. I want to talk to my boy.
Commander, good to see you.
Hi.
Been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some.
Like my ass? Is it my ass? It's my ass. Is it my ass?
Anything in particular that stands out?
My ass. Is it my ass that stands out? You've been looking at my ass. Oh. Oh.
That case was
Ooh, do tell more.
What happened? Why were you investigating it?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an interesting trade.
Gasp! Black market organs.
We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market.
Wonder if anyone ever got away with trying to sell an alien part marketed as another alien's part. And then so like a human, instead of getting a human kidney, they get like a Turian lung.
Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
Science and detectivery.
The weird thing
Oh.
was, I matched that as to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development. But there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
Not even the Krogan testicles.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility.
Okay.
Counteract the effects of the genophage.
Okay.
It doesn't work.
But are they like adding to the already amount of testicles they have, or are they transplanting them out? Garrus, I need answers to this. Is there a fucking Krogan walking around with like 8 tentacles? 8 testicles down there. Like, just a whole bundle of testicles. Because that's a hilarious mental image.
What'd you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation. To see if
Like,
we could get
this third testicle isn't working. I need a 4th.
came across something suspicious.
Gasp. What was it?
You mean threatening? Was that
Well, of course
really
he means
necessary?
threatening. It's Garrus.
Maybe not.
Walks like a cowboy with those stumpy legs.
One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview.
Oh, I wonder what happened to him. Poor guy got a nosebleed completely out of nowhere.
I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found lesions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr.
Oh my god.
They were test tubes, walking.
Garrus is like, I beat up a man and I solved the case.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. They clone their organs right inside their own bodies. Then
I
they
mean...
harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor.
Okay, that's the bad part. He's taking advantage of poor people. But if you could be like, hey, can I grow an extra organ in you and then harvest it out and you'll be fine? Like, he didn't say these people... He didn't say these people died. Most of them were a mess. But he didn't say that these people died. Though he did just say an organ wouldn't grow properly. But if there was a... It sounds like, you know, if there was a way that you could grow extra organs and then sell them for profit, and it, you know, there'd be risks. Obviously, surgery comes with risks. Depending on the money, I'd do it. I'd grow an extra kidney for somebody. Yeah, I'd be fine with that. You know, organs go for a lot of money. If someone wants to grow like a third eyeball somewhere inside of me, sounds great. Did you interview him?
That's the worst part.
Sounds like the movie The Island. Oh my god, I completely forgot about that movie. But that's the one with Ewan McGregor and was it Scarlett Johansson in that movie? And there were clones. I can't remember who played the female protagonist. But I remember Ewan McGregor and I remember clones. Yeah. You never caught him. Don't tell me that. Lie to me.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the
Aww.
By the time I found out, the ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order.
That's my boy, always going rogue. It's just the man keeping him down.
Casualties. The ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. We just used them to make more organs. They were missing.
Would more organs make you more super powerful? If you had more lungs, are you getting more oxygen and therefore able to do more impressive feats? Is he actually hurting these people or just making them super powerful? These are the questions we need to ask. But yeah, they're also idiots. They should have let you do whatever you wanted.
Idiots just let him fly away.
Yes, they did. I went to Pat and told him what I thought of him and his policies.
Yeah, you tell him.
He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it.
I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong.
I suppose I can see both sides. But what's done is done.
I suppose. Can't waste too much time worrying about it now. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salian?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart.
Dr. Hart.
I told the military, but they weren't convinced.
Dr. Two Hearts was just a little too on the nose.
For his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
I'll check out the
I would assume the organ that they were growing would displace other organs, creating complications. Probably. You only got so much room in the body cavity, unless they crack open the ribs, right? And then they give you a bigger skin suit. You get more room in there. Fit a few more organs in, right? You on the same track as I am? I know you're feeling me, chat. You just push the ribs out more. You know, get yourself a extra skin, and then you have a whole bunch of room. You can do a whole bunch of crazy activities up in that there torso of yours. Let's go see what Tally's up to.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Oh, you sound sad.
Are you okay?
Want a hug?
I don't know.
Tally's like, I really wanted to go on that mission with you, and you didn't take me, and now I'm really upset about it.
Especially your chief engineer.
Reverse course it.
But I just sort of
Exactly.
feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels
Aww.
like we're not moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
silence wakes you up?
She just needs one of those noise machines that just makes like clanky, bad ship noises.
I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard.
More tally for me.
But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Aww.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about.
Gasp, you've unlocked the code.
A whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon.
I also get the noise thing, Jeff. Got used to sleeping with, when I got my first air conditioner, I got used to sleeping with it and that white sort of noise hummy bits, and now I cannot sleep without like a fan or something going.
I should go.
But, you know, thank you for sharing your thoughts with me, Tally. Shepard won't say it, but I will.
Where else have you served, Adams?
Oh, we already talked. Okay.
Class of Alliance.
Yep.
My last assignment.
Carry on, Adams.
There we go. Speed run the conversation. Let's go. Okay, we talked to everybody that I needed to talk to. Did I talk to Ashley? Let's go yell at Ashley.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? They were dangerous, Commander.
Gasp.
That 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go.
You would.
That wasn't my call to make. It was yours.
You hate aliens.
If you haven't talked to Dr. Tassoni, you probably should. She just lost her mom.
Ashley cares? What?
Just saying, Commander.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Awkward.
Let's pretend this never happened.
That's unprofessional.
Are you interested in the lieutenant, Chief?
Fraternization is against regulations, ma'am. Don't ask, don't tell. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Mind your protocol.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
What does this mean? I'm gonna hit it.
Next you'll tell me you all ran across singing show tunes.
Don't knock show tunes. I might have to take exception. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
I don't want to hear about it, so just do that
Sounds like
one.
Your father wasn't around much. Wasn't your family stationed near him?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there.
Who said?
I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone.
Hate poetry.
For always roaming with the
Oh, she's still going.
much have I seen and known. Cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
Bored now. I mean...
Is the rest of the dull?
Not everyone can win the Star of Terra, Commander. Some of us just live ordinary lives. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still rich,
I love how she sassed me and then went right back to the, oh, but here's the rest of my story. Yeah, Cherie.
You know, from heaven, wherever that is. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Believing in God? In this future? Are you a
That depends
fanatic?
on whether you have a problem with people who don't believe in God.
Commander, I'm not some kind of zealot. I believe in God. What everyone else believes is their business.
Okay, you're the good one. That's fine. Yeah, you should.
Dismissed, Chief.
Oh, okay, that was fun. God, sassing Ashley is like a whole hobby in its own. Oh, poopsicle. I want to go back down. I should have done that. Okay. Let's get a little boring. We're gonna go through my shit again. Let's increase my health. I don't use a lot of snipers, so we won't put too much in that. And then we're gonna save. Let's go over here. Don't care much about anyone else's except for who I will probably be taking out with me. We'll give you a Lancer. Sure. Oops. And that. Always forget what gun she's more proficient in. I should be doing me first. Let's do me first. Me first, goddammit. I think I have most of... Oh, that's a better sniper. Yeah, that's fine. What? Nope. I didn't mean to do that. Did I? Don't remember. I'm confused now. Hi, Harry. You coming back? Everything lowers less, has less damage. Do that one, and then combat sensor, which I had, and I accidentally got rid of. The shields are higher, and it's only 10 less damage protection. We're gonna go with that one. We'll see how it works. What do I have? First aid interface, so if I... I do like my first aid interface. But I have lower damage protection. So we'll try that. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. My assault rifle should be good. I did futz with that earlier. Let me double check my rounds. Yeah, we'll keep that. Okay. I'm good. Let's futz with Holly. I heard a noise behind me. Oh! My little sister fell. So I think she's actually broken, and I need to super glue her. I'm now on a Did you pick up Rex's mission? I don't think I did pick up Rex's mission. Anyway, wow, my brain just blanked out for a hot second. I was, in my move of everything, somehow I think I broke off the peg for her stand, and it's in her foot. There's like a little bit left, but not enough that she's actually standing correctly. I'm showing the mic, like you guys are the mic. I'm showing up here. So I just think I need to super glue her, but she won't stand up. And it makes me sad. But I'll fix that. Sure, you can have that shotgun. Okay, sure. And then, is there a better pistol for you? There is. Sure, you can have that one. I'm out of weapon upgrades. Good to know. Energy, bypass kinetic barrier shields. Capable of snap freezing impacted objects. Sure. Sure. Any good armor for you? Thank you, Marty. Yes, please. If you ever, February Suicide Awareness Month, you can see I've had my little, over here, down in the corner, my little suicide awareness ribbon. And if you would need a help, if you find yourself in a crisis, please never be afraid to reach out to somebody. Help is always there for you. We want you around. I want you around. And I really mean that. I've been thinking about that, because that can sometimes sound really hollow when someone says that they want you around, because you're like, well, how, you know, I've personally felt when I hear someone say that they don't really know, like, they don't know me. Like, what do they mean that they want me around? Like, we don't know each other personally. You are still an important person. You're an important person to me, to this chat. You're here, even if you are someone that doesn't chat often, but still come and hang out and watch. You're an important person to me, not just for the growth of the channel or anything, just because you're here and you like to hang out. And I find that this group attracts a lot of people that I think are really cool. So I think you're cool. I think if you're here, you're awesome, and I want you to stick around. Okay? So if you are ever in a crisis and you need help, please reach out. Marty did just drop a link to some, there's the U.S. National Crisis Line, as well as a text line to NAMI, who, if you would rather text, you can do that as well. And there's a link to international numbers, too, if you're not from the U.S. And I love you, and I mean that. Mwah. Oh, thank you, Fister. Oh, I've been staring at the webcam now, and I have like a ring of the ring light in my eyes. Whoop, whoop. Do I have any? What do you have? Shield battery. What else can we get you, BB? Y'all are soft and you drop like babies, so let's up that for you. Okay, she's done. Where's Garrus? Sure, you can have that. What do I have? We'll keep those. What else? You can have that. We're just gonna hot run this. Let's go. Sniper rifle. I think I already gave you the best one. Action rating's better on that one. Yeah, you can have that one. Right, some things have kept they keep their things. Their upgrades. Okay. Good to remember. Alright, I think I'm good. So I'm gonna run over here real quick and we're gonna sell some stuff.
Looking for supplies?
Yes.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
So we'll get rid of anything that's a 3. I'll never regret this. Nope. It's fine. Man, things are still real expensive. $24. I want that.
Looking for supplies?
Yes. We already had this conversation.
Let's see what you got.
I think I hit a wrong button. What else can I buy? Let's go down to the section that I can afford. No. Comparison done. Alright. Let's equip my new armor. Yes. Ah, I matched Liara. Which is fine. That's okay. I'm wearing pink now. Let's try to get that mission from Rex.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You're trying to make me cry, Shepard.
He's removed his tear ducts. He can't actually cry.
Unfinished business with my family. But that's all.
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father.
So your grandpappy?
I swore to recover my family's battle armor.
Your Grand Krogan?
It was taken from him after the uprising.
What's so important about this armor?
It's a relic. Useless, really. But it was worn by 5 generations of my family before the war. It's rightfully mine. Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war.
I mean,
Now,
you yourself are a weapon, so you could still kick people, beat them up.
He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts.
Oh, let's go get him.
From my people.
Let's go.
He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get you your armor.
Just tell me where to start looking.
This reminds me of, I don't know if anyone here has read or watched anything of his Dark Materials, but in Golden Compass, when you get Yorick's armor for him, there are places that have loots, yes. Alright.
So long, Rex.
Can I get...
Commander.
Oh,
Good to see you.
okay, we're done talking. Okay, cool. Let me go upstairs. Just keep running into the door. Eventually it will open. Alright. I'm gonna park my butt right here. We're gonna do another save. I now have 3 saves because I wasn't paying attention. Let me take care of that real quick. Alright. Hey JJ! You've made it and I'm just about to call it. Whoop. But before I call it, I have wanted to do something. So part of the thing that I was waiting to the end to do it in case I fucked it up, and That way, it didn't start off stream with a fuck up. So, part of the thing about the thank you, Fister, for the 96. I would. How do you say nice backwards? E sign. Eason. Because it's 69 backwards, so nice backwards. Anyway. Part of the reason that Skulls and I were doing the Stream Deck app is in case we do get a hate raid and having some buttons we can press to make our lives easier. So I'm going to check my buttons. You're here live experiencing button check. Hopefully I don't fuck it up. But what should happen, I don't know if you're going to hear the noise, but what should happen is chat should be cleared. It should go into subscription, like sub-only mode. There might be a sound of a jail like slam. I don't know if that will actually happen. I might have to do something else to get that noise, but fingers crossed if it comes through. I figured it out. And also a message should pop up. And then I have a button that should end the raid and set everything back to normal. So here, I think I also put it in emo only mode. We'll see. We'll find out. I'm going to press the button, see what happens. So it doesn't, it's emote only mode. That's good. It didn't, however, clear the chat or put my message up. So that's something I'll have to fix. Now I should do this. It did my message for that. Interesting. Hey, Matt. Well, okay. Did you guys hear the noise by any chance? Did you hear the jail cell noise? No noise. Okay. At least it did the chat push that out so people couldn't type anything or say anything. It is also supposed to take off alerts, but I couldn't really test that. But yeah, at least I have some of it figured out. Just, you know, gotta do a bit more figuring out. But, you know, I'm really happy. I'm gonna make a clip to see if that works. We're gonna hit that button and see what happens. I hit the button. I don't know if it actually did anything. Thank you, Jeff. Is it gonna pop? Did it not? I didn't redo alerts. Alright. Thank you, actually, Jeff, thank you for doing that. That was actually incredibly helpful, because now I will remember... Oh, I'm sorry you didn't get your noise, but you did actually really, really help me, because now I have to remember to redo alerts on that. So thank you. You were a big help. And then we'll see, I hit my clip button, we'll see if that made a clip. Just, you know, back-end stuff for me. Alright. This has been TGIFF. I also am going to announce there will be no Skullurday tomorrow. Skulls has been working real hard, got a new job. They're also finishing up doing stuff at their old job, so a lot of real busy schedule. So I told them no stream because I think tomorrow they're working like a 12-hour day. So no Skullurday tomorrow. Next time you'll see us will be Monday. Don't know what we're playing. I will bring up the Among Us stuff to stream, to the mods, and we'll figure out that. But yeah, we will see you on Monday. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. If you do see Skulls on stream Saturday, yell at them for me because they're not supposed to be streaming, but hopefully there won't be a stream. I love you guys a lot. We will see you on Monday. Have a great rest of your weekend. Be safe, be kind, and I'm going to look over here now and hit my button. Bye!